Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today, John is speaking to you once again. Please leave your like, subscribe our channel. There's quite a few important videos in there that can be helpful to your daily basis. Okay? Guys, in the previous video, I was talking about what a situation with my daughter, the oldest daughter Deborah, turned out to be. And if you haven't watched it, please go back there and watch it. But I will highlight 3 points that we spoke in this video. The first point was, while I was playing with my daughter, she felt uncomfortable. She said no. Sometimes she told me she was afraid. But I was thinking that, we are having a quality time. We all kind of happy about it. So I just carry on. Then I was talking to my wife about, this thing that we were doing, Deborah and I. And she said, Johnny, first thing, when you're playing with somebody and this person, she's not laughing and smiling, only you are doing that. So this is no longer a game you guys are playing, this is bullying. So that was the first point that on our understanding after we talked, we understood that as Deborah, she was uncomfortable and she said no, and I disrespect her no, and I carry on. I was no longer playing with her, but I was bullying her. So that was the first point of this conversation. So somehow, I'm the adult and she's the youngest, so I'm the strongest, she's the weaker. So it comes down even to kind of slightly abusing her rights, abusing, her personal character and who she is. Okay, so the second point was that she was replicating this attitude. So what happened was she was playing with her other friend and she started pushing her other friend and doing things that her friend wouldn't like it. And her friend would say, stop, please, I don't want that. But Deborah, she carried on. She was even cracking herself up, laughing and she carried doing that. But her friend wasn't happy. So what was, actually happening there was she was the one being bullied, but now she's the one bullying. You see how she's replicating what I did to her, which is not good at all. So this was the second point of this game that I had with her. And the third point that I covered there was a lot of kids, guys, in today's days, they commit suicide. They take their lives away because they go to school. Some people, they are bullying them, and they haven't got that strong character to fight back, to push back, or to say no. They kind of take all that bullying in, crashing their spirit and who they are, their emotions, everything. They go back home, what happens? They kill themselves. They commit suicide. And that's the thing that we don't want our kids to be part. We don't want our kids to be a guy or a girl that will be bullying somebody and later on this person will take their lives away because of this attitude. Think how much weight would be on our kids' shoulder. So that was the third point covered on the first video, and I hope you watch it, okay? In this video today, we are going to talk about the no. Guys, there are two no's. The first one I want to say is the behavior. Example, when you go to a shopping mall, your kids is a bit funny, grumpy, jump on the floor and blah, 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 I don't want to do that, I don't want to do this, and very, angry. So this is a behavioral no. We usually respect, but we don't accept it. We know how to handle it, right? That's not the no I'm talking about. You're feeding your girl or your boy, he gets an attitude and want to throw it all out and say, nah, I don't want this. We know this is a behavioral and we know how to handle it. And that's not the no I want to cover in this video, okay? And the second no is the no related to the personal limits and boundaries that kids, they create for their own safety, their own protection. This is the no I want to cover in this video. when we break into this safe environment without their permission, we are actually exposing them to things that I'll tell you later we don't want to expose them to. Okay, I hope you understand these two those and the difference between them. So going back to the the game I was playing with her. So she said no a couple of times, guys. She said, no, I don't want to do that. Please, Dad, stop it. I carried on. And guys, what actually I was doing to her, I was exposing my daughter literally to be abused. And you say, oh, what are you saying, Johnny? Think about it, guys. Myself and my wife, we are the biggest authority and the highest authority at my daughter's life, right? No question about that. Think about if we don't respect, that person know that she got, that's just creating a safe environment to her. If we do not respect that, why should others respect her? So that's the message we are giving to her. Okay? So what happens, I'm going to use a random example here. You can use anywhere, but I'll use a daycare, okay? Let's say she went to the daycare and unfortunately there's a person there that abuses kids verbally, sexually, physically. And this person come up to my daughter and start abusing her, sexually. What you think will trigger in my daughter's, mind? What you think she's gonna think? She's gonna think like that, guys. If my family does not respect my limits and boundaries, why should this guy or why should this girl? So she's gonna literally be exposed to this guy or this lady that's gonna abuse her. And that's what we do when we disrespect this know that I'm talking about here. And I'll tell you an example. We had, and that's a real fact, guys. This lady, she wrote a book. She's an old lady today. I mean, lady should be old, not old. You guys understand me. So she said in the book that when she was first abused, what triggers in her, mind that made all that thing develop was her father used to play with her while she was a child, and he used to tickle her, just making her laugh. But in few occasions that he did it to her, she said that she'd cry, literally like cry, but not the that bad cry, but she was laughing, so she would cry and sometimes even pee on herself. But she said, I told my father, don't do that. And he would carry on, he would keep going, And she said that when this guy came to abuse her, that triggers her. Oh, my father didn't respect me. When I said no for that situation, he just carried on. I had no voice. So I couldn't fight back. I couldn't stand against him. So I can't stand against this guy. So this guy, he's not going to respect my no either. You understand how serious this is? And this lady, she was abused. So you understand, guys, how serious this situation is? So what I'm talking about to you here is not to make you afraid of playing with your kids. Nah, that's not it. I just want you to be aware and conscious of these two no's. There are as I said, there is the behavioral no that obviously we have the common sense and we can easily deal with it. But we have this other, boundary and limits no that our kids, they wanted to say to create this thing, boundary and limits, that we have to be aware and we have to consider when they say it to us. Okay? I think this is it, guys. I hope you liked the video. And again, if you wanted to get your relationship on an upper level with your wife, with your kids, please stop the blah 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 action is the thing. See you in the next video.